Welcome to math. Let's start by warming up our brains with some quick looks. I'll show you the card. You count how many are on there, or figure out how many are on there, and then let's talk about how you know. 1, 2, 3. So think about what you saw. Think about how you saw them. Okay, I hope you're saying 10, because there's a 10 frame with one missing. If you move this one over, you have a full 10 frame. So there's 10 on the 10 frame. Perfect. Let's try another one. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. How many did you see? What did you see? Hopefully you saw 6 plus 4. 6 on this 10 frame, 4 on this 10 frame. If you move this over, you have a total of 10. Right? Maybe you saw it a different way. Maybe you saw 6 and there were 4 missing, right? So you know that there's 10. Perfect. All right, last one. 1, 2, 3. What did you see? How many did you see? Good. Hopefully you're saying 8 plus 2, right? There's 8 on this 10 frame. There's 2 over here. You move it over and you get a total of 10. Nice work. Okay, so today we have quick looks, and the quick looks today is use base 10 blocks. How many cubes are equal to 1 long? So this is 1 long, or sometimes we call it a 10. So here it is. Here's 1 long, okay? 1 10. And here's the cube. It wants to know how many cubes are in 1 10, or 1 long. So you're going to submit your answer to the seesaw, telling me how you know how many cubes are in that long. How many ones are in this 10? Okay, how do you figure that out? How do you know? Do you know? Okay, and submit it to seesaw so I can see your answer. And we're going to move on and continue to talk about base 10s. So in the back of your math book, you should have a chart that looks like this. It's called Tens and Ones Map. I put mine in my blue binder. Again, yours is probably in the back of your math book. So here's the Tens and Ones Map. So we're going to use base 10 blocks. Again, what I just showed you, that's a 10, and this is a 1. They're also called longs and cubes, okay? And we're going to start with a number, or we're going to start with some on the mat, and we're going to figure out what our number is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some on the mat. And again, because these are 10s, they go in the 10s side. So we've got our 1s over here and our 10s over here. So longs always go in the 10s side. All right, so we have, hold on, 3 longs and 4 cubes. So we need to figure out what is our number. And how do we figure that out? 3 longs and 4 cubes. So we could start by counting the 10s. Now we know that these are 10s, so we can count by 10. So 10, 20, 30. So I'm going to actually divide my board into 10s and 1s for you. So 10, 20, 30. So there's a 3 on the 10 side, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 on the 1 side. So my number is 34. Does that make sense? 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So my answer is 34. Okay, let's try another one. Let's do, how about, let's figure out how many are here. Again, we can start with the 10s, 10, 20. So a 2 is going to be on this side because there's 2 of them, 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. And there's 8 1s. So my number is 28. 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28. Okay, so we're going to talk about digits now. So the number 34, okay, or in this case, the number 28, those numbers, the 2 and the 8 are called digits, okay? The 2 is in the tens, and the 8 is in the ones. That's why I put the T and the O above, so that you could taking this chart and putting it over here. So you have 2 here, so that's where your 2 is. You have 8 here, that's where your 8 is. So your number is 28, okay? But you have 2 tens and 8 ones, all right? Again, the 2 is in the tens and the 8 is in the ones. And we've done this before on our morning our morning calendar work. All right. Now let's talk about teen numbers. Teen numbers are a little bit different. So not much, but when you say the number, so let's figure out how many are here first. There's 1, 10, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 ones. Okay. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. My number's 14. So when you say 14, you don't hear, when you're saying a teen number, you don't hear how many are in the tens. I only hear 14, right? 4. So that makes it a little tricky. The teen numbers are really tricky sometimes. So it's the same when I add some more. Let's take away the 4. I still have 1 here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 again. So my number is 18. 1, 10, 8 ones. All right, perfect. All right, so now let's talk about exchanging. So I'm going to have all right, so now I have too many ones. So we can exchange ones and make them into tens. But how many ones do I need before I can exchange it for a 10? So why do we call this a 10? I hope that you're thinking because there's 10 cubes in a 10, right? Yeah, absolutely. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 cubes in a long. That's why we call it 10. And then ones, there's only 1 cube. So when we have 10 cubes, we can exchange it for a long. So let's see if we can get 10 cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so this is 10. I'm going to take these 10 away, and I'm going to exchange it for a long. So now my number is 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So 25. Now, let me backtrack again. Let me put the 10 back over here, and let me put the 10 back on the table. Okay, so here's the 10 I just took away. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I initially had 15 on this side and 1 10. But I know that there's too many here, so I can group a 10 and I can exchange it for a long. See how I did that? All right, my number is still 25. Even though I had 1 and 15, it's 25. But to make it easier, I can exchange for a 10. Let's try that again. I'll leave the 2 on there. All right. And now I've got the number, let's see, I know I have 2 here, but I think I have too many here. So let's count 10 out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's the 10. I'm going to take the 10 away. I'm going to exchange it for another long. And now let's figure out what my number is. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. So again, 37, 3 10s, and 7 1s. Make sense? All right, now what if I had this many? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now I can exchange for 2 10s. Take that 10 away, put one there. Take that 10 away, put that one there. So what's my number? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I would have 5 10s and 0 1s. All right, nice work. So that again, remember digits are the numbers. You've got the 10s and the 1s. So 10s are also called longs. 1s are also called cubes. So we have 68 and 69 to do in our math workbook. So solve the riddle. Again, I'm just going to read through. If you need to pause the video, you can. I'm going to try to read through so that you get the words, and then you can answer on your own. Here we go. Solve the riddles. Use base 10 blocks to help you. Example, 2 longs and 3 cubes. What am I? So 2 would be in the tens place, and the 3 would be in the ones place. Your answer is 23. 6 longs and 5 cubes. What am I? So if you need to use your chart, okay. And remember, I've taught you in school that if we're going to represent the tens, we can just draw lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. That represents tens, and then you're going to draw cubes if you have any ones. Okay, so you could put this in your blue binder, put this chart in your blue binder so you can write on it, and then that will help you figure out the answers to these. So 6 longs, you would draw 6 longs, 5 cubes, which are a number. Number 2, 7 longs or 7 tens and 2 cubes, 2 ones. What am I? Now it's just going to tell you 1 long and 4 cubes. What's your answer? 7 longs and 0 cubes. What's your answer? All right, trade to find the answer. So that now there's too many cubes. There's too many ones. You have to trade them up. So 1 long and 11 cubes. Again, if you need to use this chart, use it. Put it in the blue binder behind one of those sleeves and write on it with your whiteboard marker. 2 longs and 14 cubes. So you're making this number. You're exchanging. You're taking the 10 out of here and giving it to here and making the number. Use your blocks to make 16 in 2 different ways. So what if I was you, I would divide your paper in half right here, put a little line, draw 16 one way, draw 16 another way. When they're asking you to draw, they mean using longs and cubes. So there's 2 ways you can do it. Well, no, there's more than 2 ways, but there are ways that you can do it, drawing longs and cubes. How can you make the number 16? Actually, I think there's only 2 ways you can do 16. Bigger numbers you can do different ways. All right, and then when you're done with 68, you're going to do 69. Use the number grid. Start at 17. Again, you have a number grid in the back of your notebook, your workbook, or you have one in your blue binder. Start at 17, count up 9. Where do you land? So circle in the best answer. Solve the riddle. So there's 2 10s and 3 1s. So what am I? What is the answer? Use the talls or the longs and the cubes to show the same number in a different way. So whatever this number is, you're going to show me using longs and cubes, but you cannot show it to me this way. You cannot do 2 longs and 3 cubes. You have to do it a different way. And remember, to do your longs, all you have to do is draw a line. You don't have to draw the 10 cubes in a line. Okay? All right. Artie has 3 postcards. He gave 3 more postcards. He got 3 more postcards. How many postcards does Artie have in all? So here's your start to change to end diagram. You're going to write a number model. Remember, a number model is something plus or minus something equals something. Okay? Figure out the answer. Use the diagram. Write a number model. Use paper clips. Measure the length of your math journal. How long is it? About blank paper clips. Okay? So not the width. The length, how tall is your math journal? So when you're done, post your morning message, or what is it called? post this to, I think it's Marley math message to Seesaw, page 68 and 69 to Seesaw as well. Okay, have a great day.